Well, we heard a lot about fentanyl this week, and this is the last thing I'll ask you guys about, because that is what the Republicans like Ron DeSantis and Abbott and other border states, or all Republicans, point to, and the commentators as well. That's the issue with our border, is that there's so much fentanyl coming in and killing people. And guess what? They're right. That is an issue. That is an issue, but conflating that with migrants and refugees and the vast, vast majority of humans who are coming across the border for any number of reasons and opportunities is ridiculous. But this week we saw them shipping people around the country, and a huge discussion continuing about immigration. What do we think about what this political stunt and what happened in Martha's Vineyard and the reaction to it, you guys?
I mean, it's so blatantly an attempt to sort of win back the momentum on a sort of national scale that, this sort of like, oh, news has been very bad for us the past 6 weeks between Roe versus Wade and all these things. And like, how can we get the conversation back onto ground that we are comfortable arguing on? And to a large degree, it's worked, because whether you're arguing for what DeSantis did or against it, all the average non-news saturated person hears is immigration, immigration, immigration. And the more that's the conversation, there's only 24 hours in a day. And the more the conversation can be about immigration, which just automatically starts to feed into even, sort of middle of the road people's conservative discomfort, the less they're talking about Dobbs, the less they're talking about, anything, gas prices being down again, and so it's completely worked in a way. And it's so funny because that, and smarter people than me have made this observation, that they sent all these people to Martha's Vineyard hoping that like the liberals were going to be horrified. And of course, it was a beautiful virtue signaling opportunity for a rich liberal to sort of let a migrant stay in their house for 36 hours, and so they didn't react the way Republicans thought they were going to.
Like, welcome to our home. You can stay here for as long as you need. And then like 4 days later, like, get to the Cape.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Well, yeah. But I mean, so it didn't work. But what they've learned, and this is, I think, what Trump taught them, is that just lie and say it did happen the way you wanted it to.
Yeah.
And most people just won't hear. It's like, oh, they kicked them out.
Fact check? No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Nobody cares.
Well, you're an immigrant, Ophira.
Yeah. And I feel like my fentanyl sales are up, but not as much as I hoped. And I think it must be the other immigrants.